Back in Bareilly, in India, for those of you who are still wondering. Um, I don't know by when would I be back in Dubai. I think probably in May or something. So we've done like up until day 17, right? The only difference between me actually doing these live streams versus me actually recording only the videos and not doing the live stream is that I don't have to like prop this up on my laptop, and I usually do it slouching on the couch or something, which is not great. Okay, don't slouch, guys. Like, I think that's what my message is. But the way I usually like to record is usually I record like the first bit early on, so it will be like day 18 of vibe coding my startup. Right, so I'm actually going to do this live in front of you guys. So, day 18 of vibe coding my startup. And I almost always won't take this because it doesn't really matter what's happening, right? So, now I think a lot of people just like bog themselves down with like just random ass stuff. Doesn't even, you know, matter that much. Now, what do I do? Give me 1 second. Hmm. You have to create like a new session because so if you guys remember the last time we were doing this, we had done some good work. We were on our way to integrate Instagram with this, right? And one more thing that I've realized is that I would want to be using this particular window, 4.6 1 mil set on max. This is where I want to talk about. And now what I want to showcase is the fact that on my knowledge diet bot, I could see that I was not seeing like a, uh, preview as I usually do, right? Like if I send like an Instagram URL, it was not showing me anything specific, which doesn't happen if I'm using, um, you know, if I'm using like a normal URL of like Twitter or something. So this is something I want to kind of fix. So let's go ahead and fix this. Okay, so we have a bug to fix in the code base, which is that what I want to happen right now is that every single time I send in an Instagram link, I also wanted to process it the same way as it does for when I send in a Twitter link so that it shows me what it is all about. And right now, it is not doing that. In fact, it is just saying which Instagram collection is this from. It's asking me these kinds of questions, but it's not asking me, it's not showing me a preview of what it's taking up. It's also not showing me any kind of data or like stuff like, okay, do you want any specific insights with this or something? And that is something we have to tackle. So tell me what would be your plan, and why do you think it's happening in the first place, and tell me any viable solutions that you've got. Now I know that I don't have to like talk about plan so much because I've literally put it on plan mode, but still, one thing I've realized is running Claude on local is a game changer. Okay, so you can practically run Codex and Claude both locally, and it would do much well as compared to if you were only running them, let's just say, online. So this is very important. I think you just unlock the max effort thing, which would not have been unlocked had you been using GitHub. So the idea is that if you use GitHub, it just allows you to set it like open Opus 4.61 mil, but it doesn't allow you to set any kind of effort. And I can definitely sense it like when I'm using Codex or when I'm using Claude and it's set to local, it runs for like 10 minutes at times, which is insane. So yeah, I think that's really important. Anyway, I'm gonna wait a little bit before this gives me any sort of answer. Oh wow, compacted and reinitialized my session. Why the fuck was that necessary? Okay. Why did it need reinitialization? Because you had to read the entire thing? Hmm. Wow. Kind of insane. I love how Claude always remembers that it has superpowers, but what I've seen is that it doesn't actually do a good job of using those superpowers when it counts for it. While it codes, I think I'm gonna read a book or something. Yeah, so I'm going to read like the make book on the side while this happens on the right side. Yeah, that's basically what my aim plan is now. Uh, Drop it entirely. Okay. I hope this works because if it doesn't, then we'll be at a problem. One of the major problems that we're facing right now is the fact that you never know which of the two models is right. Is Claude right or is Codex right? Because Claude and Codex often undo each other's work, is what I've seen, and that is almost always. really hurtful to see. I've just enabled bypass permissions. Anyway, guys, just a quick one to show you that I could still record. The only reason I do not record these is because I really don't like to like, just be here and showcase it when it does nothing. Like on the back end, there's nothing happening. It takes time, guys. It takes time on the back end. So AI coding can be made faster. Yes, there's still a chance to do that if it can just zip through stuff. I know this would probably take days on end. Now it's just happening in like minutes, and I'm being a complete sore loser by requesting things like these. But I do think that there's a scope to do these things almost instantly in the future, and I'd be very interested to see when a world like that comes to be.